Today's episode is brought to you by CuriosityStream.
Head on over to curiositystream.com/rogue. Sign up for your free month trial, and then it's only $2.99 a month. So many documentaries. Grilled cheese. You mean so much to me. You bring my cholesterol to its knees. Few things to say right at the top. First of all, this is not instruction. Nobody should be trying this at home. Second of all, you have the benefit of having read the entire Professional's Guide to Fire Eating, which, as a safety precaution, we are making available for free for the next 48 hours at gimme.scamstuff.com. Nobody should learn fire eating without reading this book first, and they should only learn from a competent professional. Sorry, you only have me.
I didn't do the homework.
We do have ice water here. You should over ice, especially in the beginning. Once you start touring as a professional, you're only gonna be eating fire for maybe 2 to 4 minutes tops.
Okay.
But when you practice, you're gonna be accumulating lots and lots of heat, and it will eventually wear away on everything. So keep icing down in between every time we do fire eating stuff. Sound good?
Are you gonna ice me?
Yes, icing. That was 10 years ago. I would say, shh. And I would begin by telling them the history of fire eating. So let's start with that very first move, the fire twirling thing.
You're asking a lot out of the gates here.
It's not as hard as it looks, okay? So this is actually called the Vernon wand spin, and it's one twirl below the wrist and another twirl above the wrist. Wait, did you just do it?
Did I just do it? Can I spike this right now? I kind of want to spike it.
Start with it like you're writing with a pencil.
I'm not going to be able to do it again.
Pencil formation. Everything will happen between your first and second knuckles and your first and second fingers. You're going to move it forward, and that motion is going to carry forward. It's going to do one loop. You're going to keep it pinched here as it goes underneath your wrist. And then the momentum will keep going forward. Now, if you don't move your wrist, it's gonna just bang on your arm. So instead, when it comes around, then you flip your wrist up, go the other way, and then you're back to that pencil thing. Holy shit, you're doing it. You might have the gift, man. You might have the gift. You're gonna kick it forward, one below, one above. That's it, you did it. Wow. Okay, on fire, do it on fire.
Okay, what?
Then it forward, below, above. Stop. Below, above, and then you can just keep on going.
Okay.
You got this, come on.
Whew, okay, pencil. Nope.
That's pretty much it. That's it. All right, see if you can do twice in a row. Go 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ah.
Almost.
No.
That's it.
Was
I'm
that
calling
it?
Yes, close enough.
It's close enough. The instructor said so. Yes! Pass, fail. I passed.
As far back as the ancient Greek tragedy Medea, references were made to holding a bar of red-hot iron in one's hands in order to prove innocence or sincerity. A practice co-opted by the Romans. While it's lit, I would do the twirl, and I'd wipe it down. I'm on fire. I'm gonna go down and up, okay? You don't have to do the twirl.
Okay.
In fact, I'd advise against it.
This is turning into a game of memorization.
So put your leg out so that you have maximum surface area. There you go.
Okay.
And you can go top down or down up.
Top down or down up.
But
Either
it does
one.
have to be denim because that's 100% cotton.
Yeah.
right.
So down and then just wipe.
Oh, one other thing. I noticed that you're holding it by the handle. That's the temptation. Realize that you have less precise leverage here. You want to be choked up on it at all times.
Gotcha.
Yes, the handle is down here. You're working up here almost all the time.
Ooh, it's like martial arts. Ready. Okay.
So wipe. And wipe. There you go. There you go. Now, you want to come in from the bottom up.
Okay.
Now, the longer this stays on fire, the more the wick gets hot, the more the metal gets hot.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take too much time for it. You just want to have it lit, wipe, wipe, close. And this is the part that you must not hesitate. You're just gonna wrap your fingers closed around it. Do not squeeze, because otherwise it'll squeeze fuel all over your hand.
You don't want that.
And then you're totally screwed.
That sounds
I did
bad.
that once in 25 years and it sucked.
So
do not do that.
We're suffocating, we're not squeezing.
Correct. Take your time doing it. You're just gonna wrap it close, right? Show me without the flame. If I were to light it, you would come in. Okay, so in this case.
Oh, I gotta get that part too.
Exactly, you gotta start below that.
So should I set it like right in the pad of my hand and then wrap around?
That's correct.
Okay.
And now, if you see even a little bit of flame here, you're gonna be tempted to want to let go. Everything's on fire again. Instead, you're better off if you see that flame, just go and go, just put it out.
Okay.
Land it, close it, hold it.
It was already out before I blew.
Right, but you had the right impulse. In your gut, you wanted to let go.
It's
That would've been
instinctual.
Disastrous,
Yeah,
right?
you got to
So-
train yourself around that.
Exactly. So instead, you get right here, and then you're done. You want to try it again?
Yeah.
That's great. You blowing on it takes nothing away from the effect.
Yeah.
You still look like a boss as you're
Yeah.
closing it. Okay, let's see if we can combine the two.
Okay,
Here.
let's do it.
So show me a twirl, then the wipe, extinguish, and now with the hand, don't overdo it. Oh, so good.
Look at that.
That was amazing.
I'm gonna be like Gallagher too.
I'm not comfortable with where this is headed. That ended in disaster for everybody. Thank you. Turns out blowing out a torch harder than you think, because if you just blow at it, watch this,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't go out. Instead, it has to be a straight percussive that pops it out.
Like so.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I'll use my tongue to sort of, do like
Give it a little
fake,
pop.
fake loogie thing, like that. You want to try again?
Yeah.
There you go. You're like half fuel reserved right now, and the temperature, you want to know exactly how hot the rod and the wick is. You should be good. Land it on the pad.
Yep.
Bring it into your mouth. You're going to close your lips around the rod.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Once you get it down, you will never close your lips around the rod because the rod will get very hot. But in the beginning, to build up that confidence, you're going to close it and you're going to count to what?
3?
Sure.
I don't remember.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Longer than you think. It's
Okay.
always longer than you think.
But just
right?
hold it on a 3 or 4 count.
Right. Show me landing on your tongue. There you go. Draw it in, close it, hold it. There you go. Yeah, that'll work.
Do not inhale.
Yeah,
That tastes
that'll kill you.
terrible.
Yeah, it's fine. Beautiful.
Awesome.
And then the more comfortable you get, the slower you're able to do it. You'll notice when I do it, I draw it in and let it out and draw it in again like this.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try that?
No.
Okay.
Richardson, who was renowned not only for his ability to swallow flame, but for his apparent affinity for it. So for this one, you want 2 torches that are pretty well soaked. You're gonna pinch one, not enough to get like a ton of fuel on you,
Just a
but
little.
just a little bit. And you're just gonna move it from one to the other, like that. And then you can take that out, and you have the single torch ready to go. Remember, as you practice, don't let it burn too long because that wick gets really, really hot.
Okay.
Even though you don't feel anything wrong with your mouth yet, you want to stay ahead of that heat curve. All right, so go ahead and dip your torches and give them good wax because you don't want any liquid spilling out
It
anywhere.
could run down your arm or.
Right. I only pinch it like this so that the right hand can come in and pull one back out. There's no kind of reset here. I want to give a justification for the move, so I pivot this as if I'm adjusting it. Then I go bop, bop, and we're done. And then as fast as I can, I immediately put out the one that I just did.
The original one.
So now we're back to 1 torch.
Okay.
So pivot, touch, touch, re-soak those.
Okay.
You get loaded and it's just
Just a hop.
bop. Yeah, hop, hop.
Okay,
Right,
gotcha.
so the shorter that duration, the better it'll work.
Okay.
So loaded, hop, hop. There it is. Okay, now immediately put out that one.
This one here?
Whichever one, but put it out the way you learned. That's good. Good, good, good. Now you're down to 1 torch, and we'll put it out for now.
Oh boy.
Okay, so now we get to kind of a hard part. You can use the small torch for this one.
Okay.
This is one you want to practice with little flame at first, but you want to make sure that it doesn't get too hot.
Okay.
It's the teeth hold
Oh,
one.
yeah.
In theory, your teeth could heat up so much that they crack. This is the one that really messes up the enamel. It's one of the few times that your body is really absorbing the heat. So you want to regulate that amount. Know that the deeper the torch is in, the less heat will be on your teeth. If your teeth are down here, there's a lot of fire. But if they're up here, there'll be less fire and as a result, less heat. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
So before we even do it with the fire, let's practice just with the torch itself.
Okay.
So choke up on it.
Yep.
You're gonna place it so your teeth are right there biting in the middle.
In the middle.
In the middle, and your lips are gonna pull away, and it's gonna feel weird to do it, but your arms are gonna go wide open, straight up. That is all that matters. That's pretty good. So let's do it with
But
just,
in the middle of the torch.
yeah, and you'll find your own exact right spot. So one thing you could do is ice down the rod. It buys you a little bit of a thermal heat sink. The
Okay.
colder the rod is, the longer it takes for the flames to heat everything up.
Sure.
Right? It took me a while to figure out. When something goes wrong, you're gonna be tempted to wanna spit it out. Don't do that, because if you spit it out, the fire is going in your face.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Bite, hold, and out. Perfect!
That started to burn.
That was great though.
There was definitely fire in my mouth.
Dude, that was amazing. Very well done.
I got this.
You better, because we're almost
I got
done.
it. I got it. I'm good. Hang on. That was the first time where there was like, oh, there's definitely fire on my face.
And keep in mind, that's when you're at your most vulnerable position, because there's only so fast your hands can get back in to correct anything. That's when you have to make the decision that if you feel something going sideways, you make the conscious decision that you are going to allow your lips to burn so that you can, with class, pull it out and not ruin the performance. This is why not everybody is designed to be a fire eater.
Yeah, this is one of those things to where you really have to pay attention to every single thing you're doing.
And the skill with which one manipulated them. This one, what matters the most is that the torches be recently soaked and that they not go too long. You're gonna very, very lightly pinch it in the middle. Your whole goal is to make this a piston that goes straight up and straight down.
Okay.
And you want it to go up at the speed that the flame is going up and then snap down.
Gotcha.
Right?
You're making the fire work against itself, kind of, right?
Exactly. It consumes all the oxygen and then it vacuums itself out. You're going to be tempted to snap it down. You don't have to.
Okay.
Watch how slowly you're able to go.
Oh, yeah, not much to it at all.
Correct.
It's really delicate.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, you notice the third one?
What was the
You
difference?
relaxed. People are tempted to use their arm as a pivot. This is an arc, and the arc isn't gonna work. Instead, you're gonna make sure that your wrist acts to make sure it goes straight up and straight down.
Yeah. That feels really good, too.
It really
This
does,
is like-
right? So now we're gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and soak your torch.
Okay.
You're gonna do the exact same thing, only you're gonna toss it to my torch. Right? And here, I'll do it back. Ready? This is actual fire juggling.
Aw.
It's because you choke too low. It's very hard to get it
Oh.
right. You want to be in
Get
the
it
middle.
closer in the middle.
Up and down.
Okay.
Every so often, it doesn't hit when I do that. In general, if you get it down, it should hit almost every time. In which case, if it doesn't, I just light both of them and then try to end it with that. So you get kind of a save on that.
Okay.
So let's try it again.
Okay.
There you go. You gotta hold it loose. Up. There it is. You got it, right?
That's cool.
Okay, all right. So for the tongue transfer, again, you're gonna be choked up on both of these because you're setting up for doing two at once. Make sure each of them are freshly soaked. You're gonna touch this to the pad of your tongue, and you're just gonna go bop, bop, like this. Like that, right? If you have enough extra fuel, you could sort of roll it forward on your tongue and then it'll stay on your tongue and you get that awesome visual of sort of watching the fire literally go into your mouth as your teeth close down over it. Here, take a look at this.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Flick them out,
So I'm gonna.
flat pad. That's great. Yep. That'll do. Oh, that's scary. I'm sure it's fine. Took too long on the transfer.
Yep.
So at this point, you've now lost your excess fuel on there. So if you miss it, have a joke ready and then make sure to re-soak.
Okay.
In general, once you miss your first window, it's really hard for a lot of these, for the trick to work the second time.
And don't rub the unlit torch all over your face and beard.
Yeah.
Cool, in control.
Tap, touch, go. There it is. Nicely done.
That worked.
You're gonna be tempted to hold them out here. Do not. You're gonna get in real close like this.
More control.
Here's the secret. When you hold two torches like this, everything horizontally looks like a lot of fire. But look what happens when it all comes together. This is the image people see when I'm getting ready. You see fire from one side of my face all the way to the other.
Yeah.
But this is the actual amount of fire that's going into my mouth.
Well, that's all?
This is legitimately one of the most dangerous parts of the whole thing. You absolutely want to make sure that the rods are not hot because you will have to close your mouth around them. Let's go ahead and ice these down.
Okay.
And in fact, we'll undersaturate these on the fuel for you. Let's do it without any fuel. You're gonna go in like this, choked in. You're gonna place them both on your tongue. You're gonna pivot them both, go in, and you're gonna close your mouth around those rods.
Okay.
Tongue out, big landing pad. Great. Now's the moment we want to talk about breath control. You are going to be tempted to continue to exhale. I don't ever want you to get more than 60% of your reserves, because once you get past 60%, you might accidentally find yourself in a place where you need air and you involuntarily go,
Right.
and then that's when you run into real trouble, because that is definitely 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and it definitely will mess up your insides. You get chemical pneumonia in the whole 9 yards. So if you find yourself below 50% on your air reserves, just undo it and back out, make a bit out of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So to the side, land it on the tongue, in, close, 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 hold it. Got it, dude. That's it. You got it.
I'm a fire eater.
Yes.
That was
means
terrifying.
You know there's only one thing left to do. The hardest thing in the entire freaking routine.
What?
We have to do the human candle, the one where you trap the vapors in there.
Oh, we're doing that.
Yep. Every time we've eaten fire up until now, we've been slightly exhaling because heat goes up and don't breathe in. That's basically the fundamental rules. This time we're gonna break that rule, and all I want you to do is let your mouth be in the shape of a vessel, but cut off all exhalation above the neck. And instead, it's just gonna go in the vessel and come out. And what will happen is, while it's in the vessel, those vapors are gonna fill everything up. After the torch comes out, those vapors are gonna mix with the oxygen outside of your mouth, and it's gonna have a little flame there for a bit. It's gonna look like this. I'm not doing anything outside of making the right shape with my mouth, putting the torch in and removing it, right? Do you see that? It started to burn pretty quick because I had my mouth too open. So the closer your mouth is to perfectly sealing off that wick, the more of a controlled vessel you have. You can actually rotate your lips in and out like this so that you're able to hold the flame for a long time. So in that case, by keeping my lips together, it's a smaller flame, but it's more precisely controlled, not exhaling, but as you release it. It's like if you've ever smoked like the French inhale, like you're not actually inhaling, you're just drawing the smoke into your mouth and then releasing it out of your mouth, right?
If I'm not inhaling or exhaling or anything, how am I going to scream?
Hopefully not at all.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, so here, let's get some fuel in there. Do kind of like, ooh, there you go, like that.
Okay.
Right, and then you just wanna see it, and then when you're done, you can either close your mouth, that will cut off the flame, or just let it all go.
Yep, okay.
Right? Tongue still is the landing pad, always the landing pad.
Okay.
We're already running out of fuel. You can feel how warm that's getting already.
yeah,
So in
okay.
this case, your mouth was way too open. Land it on the pad, draw it in, get that tight O on your mouth, Take this out, and now you're gonna be controlling your own flame, and you'll be able to see, you know, that you have full control.
I need to focus on closing my mouth around it. Not completely, but
Correct.
shaping my mouth around
Exactly.
it. Okay.
So you land it, draw it in. Try it without the tongue. I think you're overdoing the tongue a little
okay.
bit. Watch, like for me, I only barely use the tongue.
Oh, landing pad, and then guide it in, and okay.
Right. Get the ooh, hold it. So try holding it inside longer. The longer you hold it inside, there it is, you got it! You did the vapor trick, that's amazing!
Yes, I saw it.
All right, here we go. Try recharging on fuel, see how long you can hold that. The tighter your ooh, the longer you can hold on to that flame, and it'll be a nice, small, controlled flame that won't burn you.
Okay.
Yes, yes! Dude, I'm calling it! This is it! New world record, fastest I've ever taught anyone by fire reading act. That was amazing.
25 years?
Are you kidding me?
What were you doing?
Okay, this is what I was afraid you were gonna do, and now everybody thinks that there's nothing to it. Grilled cheese. All right, who's ready for an act? Hold on, I can't hear you guys. Who's ready for some fire eating? Yeah! Making his debut at Modern Rogue Open Mic Night. Make some noise for the fireman himself, trained by one of the biggest in the biz. Let's hear it for Jason Murphy. That means clap. You gotta clap. All right.
Hi, my name's Jason Murphy. For 20 years, I've known the guy that wrote the book on how to eat fire. The concept of resistance to fire is one as old as history itself, dating as far back as the ancient Greeks to the Greek tragedy Medea's Family Christmas. My shit's not catching on fire. It's fine. Dating as far back as the ancient Greeks, as I was saying, to Medea goes to jail, we learned some secrets about Greeks and how they like to hold things that were really hot. They held hot bars. Yeah. You can clap whenever something awesome happens, or even when it doesn't. That's totally fine too. Some people have questioned the nutritional value of flame. I guarantee you that it has none. Houdini once said, "Those people be crazy."
Houdini! Houdini!
Yeah, he was right. Not sure who he was talking about. I think it was those Greeks that were holding the hot bars. Did I mention that? Anyway, this is like 2,000 degrees, and Houdini said, "That's crazy." So resistance to fire was not prioritized so much as something they called juggling. Now usually, one of these goes out. So I'm gonna have to put both of them out.
Whoa!
Calm down, sir. Definitely burned my lips on that one. Yeah. So this next one is also cool. This one was done by a man named Richardson. I don't remember the context. He did something with fire eating, allegedly. Woo! I like to call that one, holy shit, that worked. But check this shit out. Woo! I got more. What's next? Okay.
The hand transfer.
I did the transfer. Oh, not that one. Thank you. You in the back. This one's for you. You've been a great audience. Just want to tell you that right now. Does anyone have any Ambisol or maybe some Bactine? That's fine. I'm good. It's fine.
Oh dear, that's bad.
Sir, calm down. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm trained by a professional. God damn it. I'm gonna try this one. That was, fix it in post. I'm gonna try this one. I already have a burn on my tongue from this particular one. This one is called the human candle. Do not be alarmed. It's totally burned my lip. Did you see my hand was on fire there? That was something. Nope. Woo! We're gonna put in some, we're gonna cut to stock footage for that part. Thank you, good night.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Murphy. Let's hear it for let's hear it for Jason Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. I went to a movie the other day.
Yeah?
And it hit me halfway through that everything was fake. Everything I was learning was a lie. It was this movie about like alligators eating people or whatever. And the whole time I'm thinking like, alligators don't go chomping on people. They're worried in Florida, some police chief saying don't flush your meth down the toilet. It's gonna make meth gators.
You can domesticate those, you know.
That's all of this lies. Like, why do I know so much about alligators? And I realized it's because I watch documentaries. I'm smart.
Did you watch meth gator documentaries
Well,
or just
okay.
documentaries about gators?
There's no such thing. It's got to be real gators. I
well,
like
let's-
non-fiction.
We should check Curiosity Stream for meth gators.
You're talking about Curiosity Stream, the home of 2,400 documentaries and nonfiction programming from award-winning directors and incredible talent, everyone from David Attenborough to Sigourney Weaver to Michio Kaku.
Are the gators on meth?
In the movie, they weren't even on meth.
Well, see, I would think that you would want gators on meth because no teeth.
Yes, that's pretty good. Well, I would love to learn more about this with gator documentaries over at Curiosity Stream.
I'm gonna go check for all the best gator documentaries.
Then head on over to curiositystream.com/rogue, sign up for a free month trial, do all you can eat. And if you don't like it, say backsies, but of course you're gonna love it. Then it's only $2.99 a month. Curiositystream.com/rogue.
That's R-O-G-U-E, spell it right.
Yeah, none of you guys are all like amped up with giant teeth and, you know, jittery hands. You're all humans. We're all humans here, right?
If you are an alligator, smash that bell.
It probably, you know what, you're right. The algorithm doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's like- and if
Neither
you're
do we.
left out, then you really are interested in watching all the programs. You binge.
Watch them all. Catch up. We'll be here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Local Lee right here at Open Mic Night at the Monorogue, hanging out with Jason Murphy, the Fire Master himself. Where did you learn those sweet, sweet moves?
Actually, that is not my routine. I stole that routine from, if you go over to a video here on Scam Nation on YouTube, you can check it out.
Oh, right on. You could learn how to write an award-winning routine and not rip off someone else.
That's true. Or you can improve on the original, as some would say.
Well, what if you wanted to learn the fundamentals of fire reading? Would you be able to get some kind of book? I bet it's super expensive, like normally $40.
Guess what? It's free.
What? For a limited time only, 48 hours?
That's correct. Free! Free fire reading!
Gimme.scamstuff.com?
Bam!
All right, here we go. Come on, everybody sing along. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. You get wild, wild, wild.
Nobody?
No.
Really?
105.9 The Cat.
We gotta stop filming in an empty Applebee's, dude.